Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is take two. I'm trying to do this on Black divestors. So Black women who put herself first, divestors walk away from toxic behaviors in the Black community. Okay, that sounds good. Walking away from toxic behavior in any community, I think, is something that we should all take into consideration. And putting ourselves first sometimes is really good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am your lovely host. Yes, I call myself lovely. Tonight we're going to be talking about divestors. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so now. We upload videos every day, and the topics come at me through the comment section, through my list of what's popping out in these streets. So please make sure that you're signed up so you don't miss any of the new content that's out there. All right, so let's get into this. So, toxicity can include non-reciprocal struggle love. I did not even know. I thought when people talked about this that it was something that was like a joke. I didn't know that this was an actual thing. Hmm. I'm a little concerned. I am concerned because struggle love is not okay for the sake of Black love, which is like, okay, I guess your baby mama or your boyfriend who is, in these streets hustling. I have heard, okay, so I understand that. And I think that this is something that is definitely not something that I want to be associated with either. The struggle of is not my, no, 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 no. Being activist warriors for a group of men who don't protect them, baby mama culture, etc. Divestors avoid toxic Black people, particularly the men who are Black women's number one victimizers. I find that the person who wrote this is definitely leaning in a particular direction. And I don't know about you, but I feel like I can sense some bias here, some justification bias. What do you guys think? I'm going to leave a link in the description to this article so that you can check this out yourself. So, the number one victimizers. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that people don't really like for people to say this because they want to give their circumstantial circumstances and say see what had happened was, and I'm different because in my situation it was like such and such. No, boo boo. There are no victims in life. You make a choice, how hard it may seem, to stay or to leave a particular toxic situation. And if you continuously find yourself in toxic situations that seem similar to each other, then the common denominator in those situations being might have to reevaluate how it is that this situation keeps on coming up in my life or your life. I'm just saying. So I don't like this word victimize because yeah, I already said why I don't like it. A divestor is not male identified or conventional woke like many Black women can be. Is this true? Are most Black women woke? She's not bound to any unwritten rules of Blackistan divestor. Care deeply about Black women as a demographic in context of Black femicide, but may avoid some individual Black women due to their proximity to toxic Black male worship. Toxic Black male worship. All right. This is the second time that I'm reading this article, and now I'm starting to see some bias here. Now, one of the things that I want to say about this kind of rhetoric is that it takes two. It takes two, it takes two, it takes two. And now I can see that if a Black woman is divesting in her community because of the people that are in it who are behaving in a certain way that are not, you know, that are not good for the community or for the people involved themselves, I can understand why one might want to disassociate themselves from said kind of behavior. But, or and I would argue that investing in your community is not just about investing in your community just so you have a community to belong to, but it also has something to do with what you were supposed to do as an individual and to understand that your life is not just always about you. And I feel like this particular article really lends itself to a kind of selfishness. I think that people who have toxic behavior in a community and who displace that toxic behavior, especially if they're in close proximity to the people that are involved that may consider themselves divestors have to really consider um, taking action and not just walking away from this situation. I feel like we have a personal responsibility to the communities in which we grow up in, and we should exercise that responsibility at any not at any cost, but as much as possible or as much as we are able to, because we have the means to do so. And we should not always use our means just for our own benefit, but for the benefit of everyone. Many divestors date interracially and leave the hood. That is something that I completely understand and understand. Um, but people say that they only date white men. The investors can be happily single, child free, Latino, Asian, co parenting mom, middle class, minimalist, even a lesbian. Divestors have growth, wellness, and self preservation mindset. Great. Sounds good. Healing, healed, and traumas related to Black community. Um, healed from traumas related to the Black community. Young divestors tend to focus on educational goals. Older divestors tend to focus on their physical health and newfound freedom. I am gonna stop there. Okay, that's the end of the article. This particular, sorry, microphone. Now, I don't know. Maybe I should contact the person that wrote this article and ask a little bit more because this is my number one issue with the Black community is that we do not take into consideration the epidemic that plagues our society with both men and women when it comes to our mental health. We have taken a very lazy, laxed approach to having therapy as something that we absolutely need. And I think that I'm going to have to like do some more advocacy for this, like campaign for this, because your physical health is awesome, great, wonderful. Go for it. That is definitely something that you can definitely benefit from as a young investor. Self-preservation, wellness, hair growth, wellness, self-preservation mindset. I really need for this person who wrote this article to specifically state therapy as a absolute necessity in the healing process. I don't want to hear some floofy rah-rah heal from traumas. I want to hear I healed from trauma through therapy. I need to hear that from us now because this is one of the number one issues in our Black community besides the health issue, which is something that somebody commented about in the comment section. I'm getting to that, by the way, but that needs its own video. I think that I don't know why we run from therapy so much. I know that culturally it is frowned upon, and I know this personally because it was frowned upon when I started normalizingly talking about it in my family and in my social circle. But this is a real issue, you people. Y'all, this is really, really bad. And I don't know if many other articles tend to focus or speak in this tone, but I've seen a lot. This is one of the things that I wanted to point out with the being Mary Jane syndrome is that the whole while she was going from man to man to man to man to man, had a serious emotional medical issue where she was wetting the bed and self-medicating, had an accident because she was drunk at the wheel and her had some trauma. Y'all, I'm so sorry if you guys haven't seen the whole season finale of Being Mary Jane, but the whole while I was watching the series and reviewing this with a great hope that she might have sat in the chair of some great therapist to get her mind right, that did not happen. And I'm going to say it again, this to me is suspiciously suspicious and makes me feel like people in the media don't really like us. I feel like we are being set up to fail, and we are participating in said failure. Now, I could break this down for you. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to stop this video right now and let it be what it is. It is what it is. Um, I understand some of the principles of the Divestors movement and dating outside your race, because you want to make sure that your possibilities or your prospects are being sought out. But I also think that we need to participate more in changing the narrative of the Black man and the Black woman by participating more in the healing process of our own healing, and not just saying that it's everybody else's fault that things are falling apart in our communities, because every community has at its disposal, or for its benefit, let me say it like that, because I know we're all in our feelings all the time, for our own benefit, our women. The women are the backbone of every community. We are the mothers and the first teachers, and what it is we teach our children is what they will grow up doing. So if our communities are falling apart, it is because we are doing or not doing certain things that are harming not only our community, but ourselves. I don't have time to get into the statistics today, but I have in the past, and I will link them down below for you to go and check out and read before you come for me, because these are not my words. I'm just the messenger. So if you can, please stay safe and stay free, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.